Alright guys, stick around for a minute or two. I gotta straighten up some stuff on Twitch and then we'll be underway. So give me about 2 minutes and we'll start the stream. Okay, everybody, here we are at Planet Cyrene. We're going to go over the things that you do when you get here, some cool missions you can go on, and all kinds of other stuff. And later on, we're going to cover a mission that's repeatable that you can do every 2 weeks for a gun that's got a really neat secret. So you're going to want to stick around for that. If you're joining us late, this episode will be available on video on demand shortly after the stream. You know, you do have to do all its processing and all that kind of good stuff, but this episode will be available for you guys so that you don't miss anything important. All right, so let's get into it. So let me minimize that. When you first get around to getting to Cyrene, all right, you're going to end up, you come into the planet and you land at Skylabs, where there's your typical place where you can get. You go in this building here, and the terminals on Cyrene are different from everywhere else. because all of the planets have different terminals, right? Well, this is a trade terminal. Few basic things in here. You got your storage, your construction, which is crafting. You got your repair terminal and your another trade terminal. Now, where's all the blueprint? Oh wait, gotta show you the storage. Or that's the auction terminal. My bad. Now, where's the blueprints? All right, well, okay. You see, you got to run around this thing. It's on the opposite side, I think. Or it may not. Yes, there it is. All right, these things usually have one side that only has the trade terminal. Then the other side has the blueprint terminal and the trade terminal. So if you can't find the blueprint terminal by the trade terminal you're looking at, it's on the other side of the building. So just run around the other side and you'll find it over here tucked in the corner. So once we do that, there's a number of teleporters that you automatically have, just like on other planets. Where'd I go? Okay. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is you come over here to this teleporter, and you'll have a number of them here. The first place you want to go, let me find it here, is that's not it. Where'd it go? It's in here. The rookie training area teleporter, right? Now I'll tell you why here in a minute. So when we're teleporting there, there's a number of missions here for new players and older players alike that have all kinds of good skills in it and that sort of thing. But anyway, we're going to go over some things one by one so that you guys know what to do and where to go and all that fun stuff. So here we are at the rookie training area. Now the first place you're going to want to do if you are a new player or a disciple or somebody that's never been to Cyrene and a new player to the planet, this is where your new player missions start for Cyrene. You're going to run around in here, and the first person you're going to talk to is on the other side of this thing here. You talk to her, drill instructor Selbor, and what she'll do is she'll have you go around to these various NPCs, and you'll do little missions around this area to get free items and gear, and some skill points and some other things, and you know, just check out all the grooviness that we will do videos that go further into depth on these missions. Just tonight's a live stream, and kind of wanted to go over some basic things with you guys, and then we'll touch on them more in depth in later videos. So this is where you start the new player missions. Okay, you run around and do things for all these guys, and when you're done with that, I want to show you guys something. When you're done up here, it doesn't take very long. I think maybe 20-30 minutes to finish everything, if that.
About 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long, and you end up with a bunch of new gear. Yeah, I think I'm going I'm going the right way, I think. All right, so when you're done up here, you're going to run over here to this bridge. Now, the weapon that I'm talking about, the mission broker for that, is right up here. We'll get back to that a little bit later on in the stream because I want to show you what's down here before we get to him. And as you can see, I've already done his mission, but I've got everything I need to show you what he does and what you can do with the special weapon that you get from him. It's not really a special weapon, but it does have a neat little trick that I'm not sure anybody's discovered or is even talking about yet. Now, another guy you'll find on this bridge is Panellon Hunter Jameson. Now, I haven't done this mission in, well, I guess I already have his mission, but what you're going to get from him is a mission where you have to kill 18 Panellons using a TT gun or weapon. It can't be any other gun. It has to be a TT gun. Hey there, Raven. How's it going? Glad to see you made it. Alright, so what you're going to do is you go down and, well, hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. But when you accept the mission, you have to kill 18 Panellons with a TT machine weapon. And what's the skill reward?
It has to be a Cyrene TT, or it won't count. And your reward is 1.5 head ammo.
Right, this is an ammo mission. Okay, so once you're done with him, or actually what you can do, you run down here. For those of you that like to sweat, there are sweat missions down here where I'm about to show you.
Right there is Revenant.
And as you can see, there's many people down here. Revan, how's it going? Lukey, how you doing? Dreadlock and everybody else. Alright, so what you're going to do down here is these things are pretty cool. These will automatically kill whatever you run up to them. And since they did the newest update where they changed some of these things around, these have auto heal. So what you're going to do is you stand next to this guy. I don't need healed, but if you were in need of healing, you'll run up here to next to this guy and you'll get auto healed so you can continue on the mission and do all that kind of stuff. Now, what I was saying about that mission is you come over here and you talk to Axe. I've already got this mission also, I just haven't completed it because you guys know how I feel about sweating. But anyway, she's going to give you a mission where you turn in 500.
Nope.
What is it?
You sweat 500 sweats from the Panellons in the designated area, and they have to be on the other side of the TT terminals and stuff like that. And you get 1 to 3 randomly Cyrene mission tokens.
Right, okay. So, and this mission really doesn't take that long to do every day. You know, it's something you can add to your repertoire and end up with a bunch of Cyrene tokens that you can later trade in for weapons and amps and armor and that kind of thing in a vendor, which we will cover in a later video. So once you get that mission, okay, I do want to point something out to you guys though. There is also a mission down here where you have to kill a bunch of Panellons, right? Well, I think it's with this guy. And this one I can go ahead and accept and show you. So you're going to read through the dialogue here, and I'll go ahead and accept the mission. I won't complete it for the sake of the stream because you guys don't want to sit here and watch me kill 200 Panellons. But what you do is you kill 200 points worth of Panellons, and I believe he gives you combat reflexes. Yeah, right here.
20 pet.
You get 20 peck worth of combat reflexes. Now the thing is, for some players, 20 peck worth of combat reflexes is a lot. And for players like me, it's not so much, but it's still skills, right? Still gaining skills, so it makes it worth it. Now, the part I want you guys to be aware of is, yes, there's a whole bunch, oops, I don't think I accepted it, but anyway, there's a whole bunch of Panellons up here, right? Well, if you run over here, now this NPC sends you on a mission for something to do with the map over here.
No, that's just...
Or, yeah, this guy's just the cave information. Okay, so if you click on him, what they've taken the time to do is, alright, like I said, you've got all those Panellons over there, but those are for the sweating mission. This guy here, if you take this televator, right, this will take you to an area that's full of Panellons and it's got auto loot enabled. So that way you're not interfering, oops, okay, yeah, alright. That way you're not interfering with the people up here trying to do these sweating missions, because they can only sweat these Panellons for these missions in this designated area. If they go anywhere outside it, it doesn't count. It has to be on the other side of here. So if you want to hunt Panellons, do me a favor and everybody else over here, come over here to this guy, and here's what'll happen. When you click on this, like I said, this will take you to an area that's nothing but Panellon. Okay, see, this is the weak Panellon Hunter's Cave. Now, in order to get all the way down there, you got to jump down a hole, and trust me, you die 95% of the time when you jump down it, but it doesn't affect you in any way if you die.
Important, make sure you have ammo and a weapon before you go in the cave, because there are no TTs in the... There is, but once you get
let me
to the
touch on
area,
that right quick.
When you have to sweat them,
Okay, let me touch on that right quick over here. Now, see, when you get down here, this guy will also give you a mission, or tell you about the cave and all that kind of stuff. If you missed it up top, he will give you a little bit more in-depth information, but it's basically the same thing. So there is, actually, I think there is a, I'm not
working
sure.
on it. She's working on it.
At last, the last time I was down here, there are TT machines and all that stuff down here. However, they were broken and Shauna was working on them, so they may have been removed for the time being. They are working on getting them working again, as far as I understand, right?
They are not down there. They are working on putting them in here.
Okay, that's what it was. They were working on putting them in here. They're not down here in this cave yet. So this is the hole I told you about. Now, it doesn't matter if you die because you're going to anyway, more than likely. Oh. Well, I made it that time.
You usually die.
I usually die every stinking time I go down there. So it's going to drop you in this lagoon, which, okay, cool. Then what you're going to want to do is swim over here to the right. You go to the right. And you're going to get out of this lagoon, and when you get there, that is, here's where all the panellons are.
Usually it doesn't let me get out there. Right.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, it's really, I think that was I wasn't supposed to do that kind of thing, but sometimes it'll let you do that, and sometimes it won't. Now, as I was saying, here's all your panellons down here that you're going to hunt, and they have auto loot. So if we shoot a few of them, I mean, you'll see what I mean. Oh my goodness, guys, I forgot to tell everybody we're broadcasting. What's wrong with me? Let me do that while you guys are watching what's going on here. So anyway, as you saw, I just auto-looted that Panellon.
It's a very nice feature for this cave. There's auto-loot for you.
Yeah, this is a really good feature for this cave because you could just come down here and go ham on these if you really wanted to. And, you know, without too much trouble because they're level 3s. If all you want to do is hunt them, come down here because, like I said, it won't get in the way of the people up top that are doing their sweating missions. Alright, so, as you can see, it auto-loots and all that good stuff, like I said. Now, to get out of here, you're like, oh, okay, how the hell do I leave? Well, there's a building in the middle of the cave down here. This is the way out. When you're done down here and you got your mission or get tired of hunting these guys, you run over here to this building, and in the middle of it is a teleporter that takes you back up to the top. And see, we'll run through it and I'll show you that. So you run through the middle of that building and presto, you're back on top, and it looks like it's nighttime. But you end up right back at the teleporter, you know, the televator, I'm sorry, that takes you down there. So please, guys, utilize this cave when you're up here hunting Panellons so that, you know, these guys up here that are doing their sweating missions, you know, it makes it a little easier for them. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do, there is all kinds of missions over here, but I'm going to show you a place where you can get some missions that you can stack with this, the other missions I'm going to show you. And these are for blueprints from Challenger Ethester. But what I'm going to do is we're going to run over there. I'm going to show you the dialogue. I've already been working on these missions. They're not too difficult. Let me see if I can actually find them. They should be in here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, there's the one for the N Kid. Now, this particular blueprint that you get from Challenger Ethester is a one-click blueprint. But the thing about this particular blueprint that it doesn't take very much to get is if you manage to craft one, you get a rare item hop, because it's a one-click blueprint. So it's a little difficult sometimes. All right, hey Fanzia, sorry I missed you there. I'm trying to not really paying attention to all that good chat. I'm chatting myself. But anyway, we're going to go and I'm going to show you where you can pick up these missions. And I want you to notice something in these missions. You see where it says kill 1,000 of any Tide Claw. There's no specific maturity level or any of that stuff needed. And the kills for these particular missions count anywhere you kill them. So I'm going to show you a handy little trick that'll make these blueprint missions a little bit easier for even new players. But first, there's been a lot of people that don't know where to go to get the maze hammer. So we're going to show you where to do that and what that involves. Now, to get the maze hammer, you need 50,000 shrapnel.
5 ped.
Or 5 ped worth of shrapnel. But you cannot take 5 ped to the guy and hand him ped. You have to turn in 50,000 shrapnel.
Or 5 ped.
Or 5 peds worth of shrapnel, but 50,000 is what the mission calls for in the literature. Yes, it's about 5 ped worth either way.
You ran past it.
And I ran past the teleporter. Anyhow, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you where you get your maze hammer, and one of the easy ways to do it, which there's, I mean, really all you got to do is shoot stuff until you've got 50,000 shrapnel, and then I'll show you where to go turn it in. So I'm going to go over here because you can get the teleporter for this place, but a lot of you are going to start off with this. I do believe the teleporter for where you get it is also, yeah, there it is. It's in the Tyrillian docks. But I'm going to show you a good place to go hunt for the shrapnel that you need, so bear with me here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, actually we can go to Janice, that's a little closer, I think. Wait, no it's not, that's the wrong one. Alright, so anyway, we'll do it the easy way. We'll go to the supply depot. Now near the supply depot there's an island that has a whole bunch of errors on it. So what we're going to do, if you want to do this quickly and easily, you just run over here. It takes a minute to get there. I don't think I have, wait, does my maze hammer have, no, wait, I think the other one does though, maybe. I happen to have 2 of these because you can get more than one of them. But the thing is, they are not tradable, but you are going to want this. Because not only does this, yeah, it's got a look, wait, I've got 2 of them. Actually, I have 4, but I'm only carrying 2 of them. But, okay, let me settle this down a little bit. So, what teleporter is it?
That is
the Cyrene boots. Okay, so remember this teleporter because it's really close to where you need to be to get, you know, easy hunting for this mission. Now the thing about this mission is, beforehand you don't have to go pick up the mission and then go do it and then go back to him. This one, it's straightforward. All you got to do is collect 50,000 shrapnel and then go take it to him, and he will trade you that for one of these. Now this is the maze hammer. Now the stats on this are pretty good. It also gives you a increased 10% speed buff, but the better thing about this is using this, not only do you skill your clubs and your brawlers and that kind of thing, but it also skills melee. It helps you with your carry weight. It helps you with your health increases. Let's see, it helps with a whole bunch of other stuff. So this is one of the first things you want to get when you get here. It is unlimited. It doesn't run out. You can repair it. It's also tearable. And like I said, it gives you that 10% run speed bonus. And it only costs, when it runs out, it only costs 5 ped to repair. And I'll show you a neat little thing you can do with the maze hammer and what you would ideally use it for in an upcoming video.
May I make a suggestion? I personally wouldn't shoot the Erits to get the 5 ped shrapnel. I would use it, because there's no kill mission for the Erits. I would use it for like the pain daily and stuff like that.
Well,
so you're stacking missions.
yeah, I mean,
that way.
you can stack missions and do all that kind of stuff, but I'm I wanted to show everybody where the closest place would be if they don't feel like running around doing the missions and all that.
You personally really like killing
Personally,
Eretz.
the way...
Eretz is your favorite Cyrene mob.
Personally, the way I hunt, you know, I hunt a little different than she does, obviously. And for me, it's just, this would be the easiest way for, in fact, it was the easiest way for me to do it when I got mine, is you just come over here. What they call Arid Island, it doesn't really have a name in the game though. But everybody calls it Arid Island, and the standard thing to do that everybody does is comes over here to this island. Now there are other ways you can get the shrapnel. All you need is 50,000 shrapnel. It doesn't matter how you get it.
That is true, but I am very mission oriented. So.
Yeah, that's true.
You're
and
not.
You're right. For those that are mission oriented, there are some missions that you can stack with this. Anyhow, but anyway, like I was demonstrating, over here there's a whole bunch of Erids that you can kill. And the reason I'm suggesting over here is if we run all the way to the end of the island over here.
These trees on this island are cuttable as well.
Oh yeah, there are some cuttable trees on this island as well, I guess. So if you want to stack that with what you're doing, that's perfectly okay too. So let's see where we go. Alright, now you'll begin to see come into view this island over here. You can see the HUD. Now what you're going to do when you get your 50,000 shrapnel, the easiest way to get over there, there's really no mobs in this water that are going to hurt you. You might run into a hack fin or something like that, but they're not that hard to kill. So the quickest, most easiest way to do this once you get your 50,000 shrapnel is to run over here to this side of the island. That would be the east side of the island according to the radar. Jump in the water and swim all the way across over here to these guys. Now as I said, there's really no mobs in this water because it's kind of a beginner area. So, and like I said, if you do run into any fish in here, they're not gonna kill you unless you totally ignore them. And yes, I'm wearing my ghost armor because I'm lazy and never take it off. But anyway, that's not the purpose of today's live stream. We're just here to show you guys some information.
I'm lazy too. I never put my armor on.
Yeah, she never puts armor on. So we're
you never take
the
it
exact
off.
opposite when it comes to that. Oh, look, the cute little weird dance you do sometimes. But anyway, now what you're going to do is, you see there's several of these guys over here. Now, one of them, you can trade your maze hammer back in.
The one right there.
This one right here, if it's at full TT, and you'll get your shrapnel back. If you don't like the maze hammer or whatever, as long as it's at full TT, you can trade it back in for your shrapnel with this guy. I think this guy sends you on a mission. I'm not too sure. I haven't really messed around with these guys.
He sends you on a mission to find something, but I haven't really messed with that one yet.
Yeah, me neither. But anyhow, what you're gonna do is you run over here and you're looking for this guy standing over here. Now, because one cool thing about this, because I can get more than one, he's always gonna have that exclamation point.
You can get one every 21 hours.
Then you can get a maze hammer every 21 hours. The only thing is they are not tradable. You can get as many as you want. If you want to get 100 of them, go for it. If you want to get 2 or 3, you know, I've got 4 of them. You know, that's mainly from demonstrating to people how the mission works, but they do come in handy.
I got 2 of them, just saying.
Yeah, they do come in handy in a pinch when, like, you're out of ammo and that kind of thing, and you need to gather shrapnel to convert it to ammo. But like I said, we'll go over that in a later video. So now once you got your maze hammer from this guy, you'll have your 10% run speed buff, and you'll have something that you can skill specifically melee skills with, and it will help you build your strength, it will help you build your carry weight, and it also builds up your health points.
The maze hammer works really good with the first 2 or 3 tempo missions.
Which are what we're gonna talk about now. Now we're gonna go see Challenger Esther and show you guys about those missions and how you can stack tempo missions with the blueprint missions, so that when you're killing these, the mobs count for more than one mission. Because the tempo missions, you usually only have to kill about 30 of them.
A few of them are 30, a few of them are 115, and 2 of them are 10 on the first 5 that the new players can actually handle.
Right.
I can't handle the Tide Claws because they want me to shoot level 25.
Oh, Tide Claws are big babies.
I still can't handle them.
Yeah, they are kind of tough though. I will say that. They can be. So
I need to shoot them because I need so many.
While we're running over here, I'll do some more of my shoot. Ah! Okay. Now, Challenger Esther, she's inside this building, I believe. Hopefully I'm in the right place. We'll find out in a minute. It might be over there, but I do believe she's over here. No, she's... I forgot where she's at.
Well, look on Cyrene Dream.
That's right, we do have Cyrene Dream, guys. By the way, if you guys want all the information you could ever want to know about Cyrene, check out cyrenedream.org. They do a real... I don't remember who's responsible for that one, but they do a really good job, and they tell you there's mission guides, there's waypoints and things to all the missions that are available on yeah, hang on. Mission, one-time mission. In fact, hang on, guys. Let me do something here right quick. Change this browser sort of, so I can show you guys the website. Let me, yeah. Okay. So.
I live on Cyrene, and Cyrene Dream is my memory for NPC, because I can't remember that.
Yes, you can't really remember stuff, but that's okay. Oh, what the? Why is that being stupid? What? I don't care, Streamlabs. What do you have to do with anything? Nothing. Thing. Well, anyway, guys, head on over to cyrenedream.org, and they have all kinds of information about Cyrene, their missions, some of the stuff that we're covering. They have a lot more information than I could ever present to you in one stream or video. It's a great resource for those that want to know about Planet Cyrene and the missions and things like that that are available. So what we're going to do, let's see, we're going to go on there and one-time missions, right? Okay, let's see. Where is that?
Right here's where your dragonfly is.
Yeah, that's where you got to go do them at. That's not where to go find her, I don't think.
Yeah, it'll tell you where.
Actually, I think it might be. I think you're right. Let's try. Yep, it goes, she is in this building, see? Just on the other side. But I don't think that's the no, that's not the Challenger Esther we want, but she is standing on the outside. This Challenger, no, wait, hang on. There's some confusion in here because there is, see, this is not the Challenger Esther that you want for these missions. She's a different Challenger Esther. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We just suffered a slight disconnection here. That does happen around here. I do apologize. Alright, so what were we doing? Oh, Challenger Ester, that's right. Alright, so back to it. Now, there are two. Where'd you go? Apparently not. Okay, now, as I was saying before, this Challenger Ester that's inside the building is not the one you want for the missions we're discussing. I don't remember exactly what her missions are, but I do know those are not the ones you want. The Challenger Ester you want for the blueprint missions I'm talking about. It'll be right out here. Yep. This, what in the world? This, the shielded Challenger Ester, is the one that you want to talk to. Now, she will give you, okay. Yeah, these two, I don't know if they made them repeatable, but I've already done them. So a little bit of a detail about, there's two more that you get from her. You get, look at my mission log here. Okay, see, now there's another Dragonfly mission where you run around and find parts. That's not the same mission, but you will get a Dragonfly blueprint for that one as well. Okay, so the ones you don't see here are the ones that I have here. This one is the S4 mission. Okay, and there is another one in here. Is it this one? Yeah. You get a blueprint for the Imperium Detectinator X2 from this mission. This is also from this NPC. This version of, what's her name? Challenger Ester. And there's a FAP blueprint. This one here. This is the other one that you get. Now remember what I was saying. You'll notice on these missions, they say kill 1,000 of any swamp lurker. Or for, say, this one, any Panellon. So you could take this mission, go back to the start where I showed you where the hunting place is, and you can knock out this mission down there with auto loot. And you can stack that on top of the kill mission that you got for your 18 Panellons for your skill reward.
The 18 is the ammo.
I'm sorry, for the 500 Panellon one that you got to do. Or the sweat. I'm getting a little confused here.
The 18 Panellons is for the daily ammo mission. The 200 is for the 200 kill point Panellons are for the skill rewards mission.
That's the one we're talking about, the 200 kill point one. So that would make doing those two missions together really easy, you see, and it's any Panellon, so those will count.
And you can stack it with the sweat mission.
And then you can turn around and stack it with the sweat mission so that you're getting 3 things done at once instead of 1 at a time.
Oh, and the Panellon kill mission.
We'll get to that in a different video.
Well, we're talking about stacking.
We're talking about doing beginner things today, not advanced things. We will do that later. Now, what we're going to do from here, after you pick up these missions, I'm going to show you something else you can stack with these missions to make them even more effective for you. So, once we get those missions, those say any, right? You can go to anywhere that has those mobs and kill them for the really big missions. So what we're going to do, to make it a little bit easier on yourself, once I get to a spot I can spawn my ship.
Why don't you go to the TP? Okay. Or you can fly.
So we're going to fly over there. Let's see. Okay. Alright, now. There we go. Why are you going? I guess I did. Oh my goodness. The lag in this area is bad. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go find some tempo missions. Come on, go. Tempo missions to stack with these blueprint missions. And the locations for those, we're going to fly to them right now. Do you remember what the first one is?
Like I said, Cyrene Dream is my memory for NPCs.
Let's see, so we're going to go ahead and reference that website again. And like I said, they will show you where all the missions are and everything. Alright. Hey guys, let's see. Oh, what am I doing? I'm flying off to nowhere still. Alright guys, we're gonna look this up on that Cyrene Dream website because I'm not exactly certain where the tempo missions are, but God dang it. Okay, so let me stop my ship and hang out in the air here for a second while I... Now, as I said, these waypoints, will go right into your map and you can go straight to them. Okay, well,
Unrepeatable.
it's in the repeatable mission section. Okay, so all of the tempo missions, if you look at Cyrene Dream under repeatable missions, they are the top daily missions right when you first scroll down a little bit. These tempo missions that are on that side are the ones that I'm talking about. That you can stack all of those with these blueprint missions, so you're getting more than one at a time. So to give you an example of that, we're going to go ahead and go to the first waypoint. And it's the fleet tempos. And I tell you what, we'll go ahead and do, why don't we do 2 of them, or just to kind of show everybody what they're about. Now these are timed missions, but like the first one we're going to is kill 30 pleeks in 15 minutes. For that you get a reward of 0.01 ped anatomy. Now, as I said, for some people that's not going to be a lot, but for a new player, that's actually quite a bit. The second one is going to be 30 puny crystal peas in 15 minutes, and then there's one for 15 junk bot scouts in 15 minutes, a puny tree dragon in 15 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, 30 puny tree dragons. You got 10 sprouted dire weeds in 15 minutes. 10 old tide claws in 25 minutes, which those will stack with your Ethester mission. 15 adult horned birds in 25 minutes. 13 duster workers in 25 minutes. 14 guardian dire plants in 25 minutes. And kill 30 mature sky wraith in 25 minutes. Now, respectively, the rewards for that is 0-1 ped in all of the following skills. The first one is anatomy. Crystal peds are combat reflexes. Junk Scott bout. Good grief, I can't say that word. Bots are weapons handling. You've got tree dragons, which will give you dexterity. The dire weeds will give you laser weapons technology. Tide claws give you courage. The horned birds give you inflict melee damage. The dusters will give you weapons handling. The guardian dire plants will give you anatomy. And last but not least, the mature sky wraiths will give you inflict ranged damage. Now, those are repeatable every 21 hours. So you can come through and skill with those pretty good. And I will tell you, like I said, once you start getting up into your higher levels, it won't give you as much, but it still gives you skills. So it is worth doing while you're stacking these other larger missions. So, I believe I said we'd go to the first couple. Oh, look at that. I'm pretty close to them. Alright, so we're going to fly over here and I'll show you what those missions are like. I don't know. But either way, they all work pretty much the same. So yeah, guys, as you can see, even during the live stream, I use that site, you know, or I'll even use it during the video if I'm not sure about something. Melanie uses it all the time. It's a great resource for the planet. They really did a really good job with that.
It's my NPC member.
Yeah, but you still need to work on remembering these places yourself.
Well, I don't even read when I pull up my things to TP. I know you don't like to TP for to fly.
That's just the way I play. I mean,
I know.
I like to fly around. I can't help it. Some of the planets are very beautiful, and some of the places we've been are really awesome.
They are. I just don't have the gas to fly.
Well, I don't either usually, but I'm lazy. I ain't walking nowhere. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you run over here to this tempo manager to pick up the mission, right? So you only got to kill, I think, what is it, 30 of these?
30 in 15 minutes.
30 of these guys in 15 minutes, which they're not that difficult. We'll show you the dialogue when we get over there.
Azaros work good for...
Yeah, I've got an Azaro on me. I'll show you how good that does. No, you're gonna pick. So this guy's over here standing on the beach. You come over here and he'll give you the mission. You can either no, I need to prepare, or I'm ready. And then as soon as you click that, timer starts. Well, okay, it's on. So let me get my gun. I'm gonna use the Azaro. I don't have a button for that because it's an Azaro. So what you're going to do is come through here, and as you can see, these guys, I really don't need to be wearing my armor, but I'm lazy. Yay. So as you can see, these guys are really not that difficult to kill. They're great skilling missions for new players and disciples. And, you know, if you get bored of whatever you're doing, they're good to kind of just have an easier day in Entropia if you don't feel like spending a whole bunch of ped, but you want to get some skills. And some codex, by the way. These guys keep forgetting to mention the codex. Codex is a great thing. Nice. That's awesome, Revan. Yeah, perfect. Guys, I forgot to mention, we are broadcasting on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so if you hear me answer a question for somebody and you don't know who I'm talking to, it's likely on the other stream. Or vice versa. Okay, so this is pretty much how you, where are we at? We got 4 of them, and you got 15 minutes to do this. Like I said, I could zip through this with a really high-powered weapon and one-shot them all, but that would be wasting not only ammo, but putting some serious overkill on the mobs, which we'll discuss that also in a later video. Now, after I show you guys this, I'm going to show you that repeatable mission that I mentioned for that gun that has a really neat little secret that like I said, I'm not sure anybody's aware of this yet, or if they haven't discovered it yet. And actually, it was kind of a happy accident for me too. But believe me, it's one you guys are really going to want to know about. And we'll do that after we complete this. I forgot to turn the mic back on. I'm sorry, guys. So, as you can see, you can stack these missions with Ethesters missions and pick up a little bit more skilling while you're doing both missions at the same time.
I'm the sweater in their family, so I
Yeah, she'll sit here and swan all these. Not me. No thanks. Oh, that reminds me, guys. Episode 3 of the Entropians Guide to the Universe will be all about sweating and swanting. Where to do it, how to do it, who to do it with, what you can use the sweat for, because there are some things that you can use the sweat for other than just selling. There are blueprints that use it, and there's a few little smaller known blueprints that need it that are actually pretty helpful. Like making muscle compound B, and then you use that to make the Zorn stuff to turn in for the one that you do.
There's a 150k sweat mission on Cyrene, and Solis can show you where to pick that up. He ain't gonna do it.
Hell no!
But if you get, there's 4 stages to it. The first stage you get sweat gatherer skills. Second, and you get missions open for that. Another mission open for that. Second part is you get skills and a new mission open for you. Third part is skills and a new mission part for you. The fourth part, you don't get any skills or missions, but you do, however, get a synchronization chip 1.
Yeah, you get a sync chip 1 for that one. That's just too much sweating for me, guys. I am not a sweater or swanter, but I will cover those topics for you guys so that you do know where they're at and how to get to them, what you can expect. You know, there's a lot of things you can do with sweat that you know, a lot of people won't tell you, or nobody ever finds out because, ooh, it's sweating, you know, it's boring as shit. But there is a reason to do it if you're free to play or a new player.
If I had to guess, I would say about 80 to 85% of Cyrene blueprints take sweat.
Yeah, in fact, most of the blueprints on Cyrene do require sweat. And some of those blueprints are for some really nifty shit. Like there's a fat blueprint here that is super high level that was being dropped during the holiday event from the bigger jellies that were in that. I happened to get 2 of them, but there's also there's another mission that you kill jellies for to get that one too, I think. Or it just drops from jelly. I don't remember. I'll have to look more into that, but there is something with that fat blueprint. There's a mission for it other than the Christmas mission.
There's between 75 and 100 maybe more daily missions on Cyrene alone.
Yeah.
So if you're mission oriented.
Long story short, guys, if you're one of those players that likes to do missions constantly and likes to do a lot of missions and things like that, Cyrene is the planet for you. Cyrene has all kinds of missions, blueprints, items, faction badges. Excuse me. As you can see my skills over here too, just by hunting these. You're still getting skills just for doing the hunting also, on top of the little bit of skill you'll get for the reward. Plus, if you stack your missions, like I said, you'll make progress towards your blueprint missions. Now, I'm not going to lie, to sit here and do 1,000 of these mobs, it does take a while if that's the route you approach it at, where you just do the 1,000 of each and be done with it. But like I said, if you're going to be killing these anyway, you may as well just stack the missions and get a little bit extra skill in it, no matter what your levels are, you know? Progress is progress, no matter how little or how large. Especially when it comes to skills. Yeah, guys, I really don't know. Okay, I guess our network has straightened out. Anyway. Let's see, we should be just about there. I don't know if I'm going to get it in the time limit. I should, but
you might not.
I might not. sometimes when you disconnect, it screws up the clock and you have to wait and then do it again the next day. Or at least that's how it used to work. I don't know if it still does that or not, but okay, that should be the last one. Nope, this guy's the last one. And then I'll show you that mission, and like I said, I've already done the mission for it, but we'll go into a little bit depth of that weapon. Oh, there we go. Yep, got it. Okay, so because of my disconnection, I still managed to finish. Where'd he go? There he is. Still managed to finish it in the time allotted. But like I said, the best thing to do would be to stack the missions that you've got those blueprints for, right? And then they count towards those blueprints. Because those blueprint missions say you can kill any one of those. It doesn't matter what their levels are. Okay, let's just drown these guys because I feel like dealing with them. Oh yeah, those guys do drown, by the way.
Yeah, so if you get in trouble.
So if you get too overwhelmed with them or whatever, just run to the water. That's with any of the tempo missions. They're usually by water so that you can make a quick getaway if you get in too much trouble.
Not the ones that aren't.
The ones that don't have punies in them, though, they're not by water. So, but you know, you'll be ready for those by then anyway. Alright, so for the next mission that I want to show you guys that involves the gun that I promised I would tell you about, we're going to go back to the rookie training area and talk to the arms merchant there. And now, normally when you do this every 2 weeks, he'll give you a choice. There's 2 pistols you can choose from. There's the BPX-PX1, which I haven't tried that one. I think that's a laser version of the pistol. I'm not sure.
It's a DLP, but it's for a lower level.
Okay, that one I think, yeah, that's right. That one's for a little bit lower level players. And then there's the BPX-P3, which is the one that I have, that we'll show you all about. But I haven't tried it with the other weapon, but I'm pretty sure the same thing happens. But the BPX-P3/P1 mission is repeatable every 2 weeks. Now, it's kind of a long mission, but most should take you about, what, 3 hours? Something like that. And it's another one that you can stack with other missions. And I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. So what we're going to do, I'll show you, well, I'll show you what I generally do, that, you know, that way you're... We're having some network difficulties today, so please bear with me in this. I do apologize, but anyway, let me relog and we will get back to what we were doing. The internet does not want an internet today, it looks like. Oof. Oh, well. Of course. So now we're gonna mess around with logging in. I wish they would fix this. We're not the only ones that have this issue sometimes, guys. It's the login process. Come on. We happen to be running on a VPN, and sometimes the server really doesn't like it. I'm sure everybody with a VPN out there has run into this. Oh, I am not already logged in.
Thank you, Revan, for coming to SSI with me today. I'm so glad you did, that we got 3 globals.
There we go. Hey guys, if you guys have experienced that, let me know in the comments below. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is becoming a serious problem that I'm really getting sick of. And yes, I know I'm entering my password on stream, but good luck guessing it.
Discovery Houston, press to 18.
I don't know what it is. Oh, that's bad.
I've also got two-factor authentication set up, so yeah, good luck. Do 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 do. Come on. Alright guys, bear with me here. Do 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 do. Alright, here we go. Maybe this time it won't choke when it connects again. As a reminder, guys, this episode will be available on demand if you're just joining us late or you missed any of it. I'm also going to mark the chapters out for you so that if you want to skip ahead or you missed something, you'll have quick access to it in the chapters below in the description of the stream when YouTube publishes it for video on demand. So, okay, now what we're going to, as we were saying, you want to go back to the rookie training area to pick up this mission. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and wait because Twitch has an ad starting in about 5 seconds. So we'll wait for the Twitch guys to get back. That's going to be in about a minute and a half. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and run over here anyway. Maybe. And we'll just wait for Twitch to get back. And we will continue with what we were doing. Okay. Alright guys, we got about a minute before Twitch comes back, so if you want to jump up and grab something to eat, or, well, I mean, grab a drink or whatever. And it's only going to be, I want to say, less than a minute. Come on, Twitch. What the heck? Alright. Yep. Got about a minute and 20 seconds left, guys. I don't want anybody to miss this part because this is kind of important and you guys are really going to want to see this. Especially if you're on Twitch in an ad right now. So, got about a minute and 6 seconds left. Okay, we're just about there, guys. Like I said, this is important. I do want everybody to see this part. this while we're waiting. Alright guys. Okay. Alright, welcome back Twitch. We are standing here on Cyrene in front of Private Snow Landon. He is the arms merchant here at the Rookie Training Center on Cyrene. Now, the point about this is, as everybody's back, you want to come see this guy. He won't give me the mission dialogue because I've already done it, but you will have a choice between a BPX dash P1 or a BPX dash P3. Now this guy's mission is a little bit long. You have to fill a bar with killing mobs only in the rookie training area. So roughly 800 mobs that are around here. It doesn't matter which ones they are, as long as they are in the rookie training area. Now, I told you I was going to show you how to stack some missions, so what you do is you come over here, you grab the mission from this guy, right?
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alright guys, we're back again. I really don't know what the issue is today. Maybe it's just, but anyway. Oops, that's the wrong password. Let's try that. Hopefully we won't get disconnected again, but if we do, don't worry. We will continue. So we were talking about Private Snow Landon and the mission that he gives you for a BPX P1 or a BPX P3. Now the difference in those two weapons is the P1 is for a little bit lower skilled players. The P3 is a little bit higher skilled gun. But anyway, what you're going to want to do is come over here. Now, down here, over there, there is a skill mission where you kill 200 dusters. And it gives you, I think it's long blade? I don't remember what skill it is, but you're going to want to stack that one. Now, when you're done with that one, remember, you're also working on the mission for the gun. Now there's two parts to the mission for the gun. You need to kill enough critters in this area. It doesn't matter what they are as long as you kill them. And like I said, down here, please, if you're going to use Panellons, go to the hunting cave over here. Unless you're stacking it with your sweat mission, then that's okay. You can just do the swant thing and they'll still count. But anyway, and then when you're done killing your 200 dusters, because you're not quite going to be done with that mission, the second part of the mission for the BPX P3, let me pull up my inventory here. This gun here, all right, we'll get to that in a second. But the second part of that mission is you have to collect 900 of the animal oil residue for the BPX P3. Now for the BPX P1, this part of the mission I do believe changes to robot something or others. Robot components?
Robot composite?
Composite?
Or robot residue?
I think it's robot residue of some sort. Anyway, we'll have to check out how you get the P1 in another video. That's not the scope of today's discussion. We're going after the P3. But anyway,
if you're going after the lower level one that you need the residue oil, there are bots in the same area that comes with that.
Right. I
There is
believe.
no focus.
Yeah, there's no kill mission for those bots, but there is another mission for something, I think, isn't it? It's one of the beginner missions where you gotta kill like 50 of them.
Yeah, you kill 50 of them. That's beginner mission, and that's a one-time.
Yeah, and it's a one-time mission for that one. So that one's not very stackable unless it's like your first time doing it. Then I would suggest go ahead and that's the third time, stack those missions so that, like I said, you make progress a little faster. Now what you're gonna do after you do all that, and like I said, it takes a good while to finish the mission for this guy that's on the other side of the tree here. Now once you finish that all up, all right, and you turn it in and you get your reward. In my case, I get the BPXP3 because I'm a little bit more skilled. Now I want to show you the information on this gun. This gun is worth 15.5 PED. Its damage range starts at average about 9.3, right? Ammo burn is 175. It's got an excellent durability. Let's see, I think you need to be ranged and BLP Pistolier 3 for this one. I'm not sure. I think the PX1 is at least level 1 for that one. Now, the thing I want to show you here. Now, oh wait, let me show you the damage range. Okay, see, we got 4 to 8 damage. And your other standard stuff, which is, you know, about the same as, yeah, oh, it is a short range gun though, really short. It's a pistol, but it's like less than 20 meters. However, what I wanted to show you guys with this gun, the thing I found out by a happy accident is if you go and grab a Armatrix B amplifier, which is, because it has a B in it, it's for BLPs. You grab the 4P, right? Now watch what happens to that efficiency when I slap this little old 4P amp. Start everything and we'll just start a new stream. Okay guys? So bear with me here. Because the DNS cache has not been cleared on this thing for a while, so it's probably
You got it put this time, baby.
that, and I got a janky internet anyway. Alright, so the thing I wanted to show you guys here in a minute when we actually get logged back in, you guys are gonna really like this, I promise. I promise the bullshit's all worth it. Alright, here we go. Now, what I was mentioning before, let me do this all over again.
Can I show you something that they did with the new update?
Alright, so what I was showing you guys before, if you take this little 4P amplifier and throw it on here, look at the efficiency of that weapon now. It is at 65.4%. Your ammo burn is tiny for a gun that has that kind of efficiency. So guys, what you're gonna want to do is every 2 weeks come see this guy, get you one of these pistols, and then slap you a little old 4B amp on it, and that is the secret to this gun. This is why this is really worth doing, because there's not very many reward mission guns like this that have such a drastic increase if you slap such a small amp on it, because that's almost 10 points worth of efficiency that you add to this weapon with just a simple old little 4B amp. And it's not a glitch, guys. It's not a bug. It's not something that they didn't mean to do, but they just didn't tell anybody. So it's kind of like something that they wanted you to discover. But now that it's out there in the open, guys, enjoy it, because like I said, this is one of the cool things that you can do on Cyrene that you can't do anywhere else. I have never seen a mission for a gun like this that increases the efficiency that much with a cheap amp. Have you?
No. But see where this says include attachments? If you toggle that off, that one.
Yes, I know. It shows it with and without it.
Yeah, so it would be, that would have been easier than you putting it on, taking it off.
Okay, but there was a point to that.
I know.
So, anyway. So, there you have it, guys. This weapon here, come grab this, grab you a 4B amp, and you've got you a super duper high efficiency pistol that you can use on the smaller punies. Now, don't go trying to kill like level 50 critters with this. You're not going to get there unless it's like tier 10 and you got all kinds of stuff on it. But like I said,
that one has a pretty good tier rate.
Yeah, this one has a pretty, oh, that's another thing. Every time you get one of these, your tier rate's going to be different, but that's actually a pretty high tier rate, so this one's going to tier like crazy when I use it. But anyway, that is how you can get a really good, super efficient pistol for a little bit of work, and you can do it every 2 weeks. So how cool is that, guys? Alright, so now that we're done with most of the informational presentation, if you guys have any questions, let me know. For the time being, what we're going to do now is we're gonna just going to go do some casual gameplay and, you know, that kind of thing. We're going to just hang out and go shoot stuff and do some casual gameplay. So, oh my goodness, we're man, I really don't know what's going on with my network. It's acting all kinds of strange. But all right, guys, now that I got that point across, probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and restart my rig, and then we're gonna restart the entire stream and go from there. Now, when we come back, we will be doing just general gameplay and farting about and not really doing anything important. So, I will see you guys in a few minutes as I restart the rig. Thank you for showing up for the live stream if you are here. As I said, if you missed any of this, it will be available on demand because we did not stop streaming during the disconnect, so YouTube should still be able to have all the information. If not, if this ends up being a crappy copy, I will just come through and we'll do another video that explains everything. But if not, hey guys, that's awesome. But anyway, I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to restart the rig because, like I said, we're having all sorts of network trouble, and that usually indicates it's time for a restart because we've got janky internet that doesn't like to cooperate all the time, as you've seen. So we will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. Thank you again to everybody for watching so far, and I'll hope to see you in about 10-15 minutes. All right, guys, back in a flash.